What's my mother name?
What's up guys, KW175 back with another Pokemon Duel video, and we're going to be jumping right into the action. I have a jam-packed video for you guys today. Now we're going to be seeing things from our opponent's perspective. I'm Cash Money, changing the name up. But I wanted to show you guys some of these new theme decks that I put together with the Molting Energy for this one with the 3 Rowlet all the way up to Decidueye. Every time they go to the PC and they're cycled out, they're going to be able to evolve for free. They do get weight 3 though, is kind of the only thing. And then I also have the Mega Sceptile for, cycling out the PC, X speed for the Rowlet, because then it's going to have a completely gold wheel, and we're going up against an Ultra Beast deck. Now, this Mega Sceptile's only level 4 are, EX Sceptile Chain level 10, level 10, but this is mainly for the cycle Fomantis. Now it is a level 9, Chain level 5, Grass Knot Synthesis, try to buff up the grass, though I should have a second Lurantis set for the evolution, but I only have the one Lurantis. So, we're going to be coming out the gate with that X speed going right after this Nihilego. We should be able to knock it out as long as it doesn't hit the white tentacles. And we have really good odds. And they hit the white tentacles, so feels bad. We burned an X speed, and our Rowlet is going to go to the PC, so now the opponent is going to trigger that Mighty Sphere. So they're going to be able to capture some of our Pokemon with their fighting types if they surround us, with the Pheromosa. I'm coming out again with another X speed. I'm like, come on. And they get the white tentacles again, 2 times in a row. Do you see all of that miss from negating the call signal, that blue attack? In the purple, we had a completely gold wheel. It feels really bad. Really bad. So they have the, Feeny, they have 2 of the Nihilego. The Pheromosa is definitely going to, bring its way forward. Here comes Tapu Fini going in for the double chance. And now, if I was able to hit that stealth hit there, they would have got punished so hard, because we could have went 3 MP, Mega Sceptile, and took the goal right away. So a huge misplay on the opponent, but they don't get punished like we get knocked out, which is kind of sickening. But we got to cover up the goal there, and we're just gonna take that entry point with Mega Sceptile, and we're gonna come out with Fomantis in attack, because the Tapu Fini was able to get the Pony Wish. There, we're not gonna insta lose, and we actually get the knockout. If I had that second Lurantis, we would have been able to evolve there, and we are going to take that surround. Now, the Ultra Beasts do have something to call signal now, but we have Rowlet here, so I'm going to go in for the attack. There's a lot of miss there, and we're going to hit a miss. Are you serious? Like all that miss on the Pheromosa. You don't miss, but we have 8 miss, and we hit it. So haven't been having the best RNG with these Rowlet. I don't think the battles are turning out the way that they normally would. So, yeah. They're going for the call signal, and they are going to get it. They're going to get the call signal, so now we're kind of stuck in a sticky situation. So I'm going to go Mega Sceptile. I'm at least going to clear out my PC. Now, in most situations, I would definitely evolve these Rowlet, but because of the Ultra Beast, I'm not going to. Now, we're going to go in for the attack. We do get the knockout. Now, we're going to become frozen because of that Ice Punch, but we do have Tropical Energy, and they're going to move in now. I guess there's really no punish here unless they miss, because, we'd get weight even with the purple, but they do get the call signal, and, fortunately for us, they're not going to be able to capture us because neither of those Pokemon are fighting types. So, I'm good with that. I'm definitely good with that. We have both our Rowlet coming out. They're going to Rocket Ride one of their Pheromosa, and I'm going to move up in attack here. They don't have a goal block, so if we're able to get this knockout, this could potentially be game. And finally, a battle is going to work out the way that you would think it should, and we're going to take that evolution just because we want to have that purple, but at the same time, and now the dual ID freezes here, guys, and I'm sorry about that. I tried it. For some reason, it was a glitch. It kept doing it, but I have a couple of screenshots. Now, I believe the opponent has a scoop up. So first, we take that evolution. Maybe I should have stayed Rowlet, but it actually worked out. We knock out their Pheromosa. They had a 103. We evolve into the Decidueye, and we take the goal for the win. So GG to the opponent. So getting into the next matchup, we're running the same exact deck, 3 Rowlet, Molting Energy with Sceptile into the Mega Sceptile, Fomantis, Lurantis. No evolution for a second Lurantis on our Fomantis, but I really wish I could get a second Lurantis. I guess I could craft one, but I just haven't really wanted one bad enough to do it. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to trigger the Molting Energy, and we're going to bring our Rowlet out. Not able to knock out this Zoroark just quite yet, but if they hit the Sucker Punch, and they do, our Leafage is going to do 60 damage, and we're definitely going to take that evolution, and pretty happy about that, because, you know, it's a kind of a lengthy cycle, getting your Rowlet knocked out, cycling them through the PC, then you get 3 weight on the bench, all to try to get 1 evolution. So I mean, that's why I run the Mega Sceptile. It's powerful. The Dragon Tail can definitely come in clutch. It's kind of like Water Shuriken, but you're going to make all Pokemon in a straight line. So if there's like 3 or 4 Pokemon all in the back line, they all spin. If they all spin purple, they're all going to get knocked out. So we have 2 evolutions already, both Dartrix on the opponent's entry points. And now, they're going to go Mega Ampharos. They're going to bring their Zoroark back. And I'm going to move in with my Dartrix. So they're in a pretty tough position here. If we can hit purple into their purple twice in a row, that's going to be game. Oh, man, we get the Leaf Blade, 89 damage. Flame Gun, they're going to respin, and they get the Rendezvous. Like, okay. They didn't want to knock out their Zoroark. I get it. So, they're going to hit a miss. Our Rowlet is going to evolve into another Dartrix. So we've been able to get 3 evolutions already, but we're down 1 Dartrix. Got sent to the Ultra Space. And now Mega Ampharos is going to devolve. They're going to bring their Celesteela back, and we could be in a little bit of trouble. I'm not going to lie. We don't really have any answers for bringing Pokemon back. And, you know, maybe I should have kept the Rowlet, you know? Maybe I should have kept one to negate that blue. But I XP because I'm like, if they don't switch, I want to have that odds. You know, if they do switch, I just got to hope that the Zoroark doesn't hit the cross counter, but they hit the cross counter. So, feels pretty bad. Zoroark knocks us out. And now we have their Pheromosa back onto the field. So I'm going to move out my Sceptile with a Max Revive, and then we hit a miss. A lot of miss going on in these last couple of battles. So Lurantis is going to move up here. Don't have to worry about a call signal. And we are going to get frozen, but we do get the knockout. So they're going to double chance go after this Dartrix here. I do not need to lose another one. And we hit another miss. I'm like, are you serious? Like RNG on this deck has been pretty bad. And they're going to get another Rendezvous. Not good. Not good at all. So we're going to go Mega Sceptile. We're at least going to try to get our other Dartrix back. We do get a Decidueye out of the deal. We're definitely going to take that evolution. And now we have to go ahead and move up and tag our Lurantis. So Zoroark coming in for the attack. Don't hit the cross counter. Okay. Solar Blade is definitely going to be plenty to knock out that Zoroark with the Sucker Punch. And we're going to move up and take that entry point. Now, I'm going to move up here. I'm going to attack. We need to get the knockout, and we do. We're threatening game. We're down a couple of figures here, but we still have 3 figures on the board. They got to come out with their Zapdos. Steel Wing, not going to get it done. Petal Blizzard 115 is going to be enough, and that's going to be GG. So I feel like maybe a few misplays on the opponent there. They should have been in a much better position with rendezvousing 2 of our figures. But GG to the opponent. So now, getting into the next matchup, we're going to be seeing things from our perspective. Finally, it's kind of annoying when, you have these featured duels and it's always from the opponent's perspective. But we're going to play Molting Energy first turn. Now we changed the deck up a little bit. I got rid of the Sceptile and the Mega Sceptile, and I also got rid of 1 Rowlet for a Trevenant. So we have Tapu Bulu and Trevenant new on the team. We're going to come out and, that Genesect is going to attack, going to get the knockout. We're going to come out again, block it off. Now, we do have some odds here if we get super lucky, and we do. We're going to get the Sucker Punch into the Techno Charge, and that's going to be a knockout, and we're going to evolve into the Dartrix, so already got an evolution off, so it feels pretty good. So I just wanted to change the deck up a little bit. It seems like for grass decks, you kind of need Tapu Bulu. You know, and Trevenant's also a really nice unit, but the last deck that you see me running with the triple Rowlet, I kind of nicknamed it, I called it the Haunted Meadow, and I just felt like it was a really good deck in terms of going up against Ultra Beast, negating that blue, having some X speed so you can have some gold, molting energy, Mega Sceptile to cycle out, get the evolutions all the way to Decidueye. And Decidueye is a really good wheel for, you know, Arcanine matchups. If it's burned, it does a ton of damage. Guys, I wanted to talk about this real quick. I kind of missed, so I'm going to stop here. The ability is nothing that can jump out. Basically, this drill run, if you get knocked out from it, it takes your place, just like the drive kick. So I didn't want to allow the extra drill to move in between my Trevenant and Lurantis. So, Dig, it can move through all adjacent Pokemon in any direction. So if I would have attacked and it got drill run, or the dig, it could have dropped down in beside my Trevenant, went after my Lurantis, and if we hit a miss or something and it hit the drill run, that would have been GG. So there was a lot more thought into this, you know, move in this turn than what met the eye. Sure enough, dig goes off, so, you know, they could have went in and risked it, and they, you know, we could have gave them the opportunity to go right after our goalie. So I didn't want to allow that. But we do put him to sleep with the manipulative from Trevenant, and now we're going to jump over on the other side, and Aggron's going to continue to move up. We're 2 MP though, because of Fomantis' ability. Your 1 MP grass types are 2 MP while Fomantis is on the field. So Fomantis really clutch. Again, I wish I had the evolution set. Now I decide to max revive here. I don't think this was the best play, I'll be honest with you guys. And because, you know, 1, we're going to get win. 2, they move up, take the entry, and now we give them the perfect opportunity to just wake up their Excadrill. Now I'm going to come out and attack, and we actually, you know, we get a fortunate spin there, and we're going to get the evolution into the Decidueye, which I'm pretty happy about. We get our first Decidueye on the board, but we give them a free surround on our Trevenant. So, like I said, guys, I think there were some misplays there. Definitely some misplays. I could have done several different things, in my opinion, that could have been much better and not gave the enemy a free surround. But we go after that Solgaloo because Bulu is protecting us from the Sunsteel Strike, but it doesn't matter. They get the Flare Blitz. They're going to burn our Decidueye anyway, and then I come out and attack, and I'm like, anything but the Destiny Bond. But we get the Destiny Bond. Like, really sucks, because Dialga doesn't get knocked out anymore. Its new ability doesn't allow it to become knocked out. It just goes to the bench. So Decidueye, looking to try to get a Spirit Shackle, and we do. So Spirit Shackle is going to be super clutch for us because it gives 4 weight. So even though it doesn't get sent to the PC, it's still going to have to wait, and we're going to have time to cover up those entry points and try to lock this match down. So the enemy is going to play Metal Sphere, wanting that buff on their steel types. And now we're going to go X-Speed, go right after this Excadrill, and hopefully we can just get a knockout and be done with it. No, we're going to get the Swinging Throw. Dartrix is the one with the Swinging Throw. Bulu has Full Swing, so I think I said something earlier about Swinging Throw or something, Long Throw. Like, I always forget the Full Swing attack on Bulu. I don't know why. But lucky for us, Alolan Sandshrew is going to hit the Protect. They had pretty good odds with that X-Speed against our Fomantis. We're going to go X-Speed again, and they're going to get Dodge. Pretty annoying. It's like you use 2 plates, and you can't make anything happen. But, you know, Alolan Sandshrew is not able to land any attacks either right now. And another Dodge is going to go off. I don't know. It could go either way. Just depends who gets their rolls. We get Grass Knot. We need them to spin multiple times, and they do. They get the 120 base, and it's going to turn to a 140 because of those plates. So we have the entry points, and we're going to go after this Excadrill. We're not going to be able to get the double spin this time, so they do get the knockout. And as you can see, they take our space where we were, because that's how the drill run works, and they're going to goal block. So they're looking for more defense, and they're going to go right after our Fomantis. Genesect definitely has some good odds here, but they get the Techno Charge, which is not going to give them the best odds against our Fomantis. But then we move up with the Bulu, which we're going to be able to jump over. We attack. They're going to use that techno charge, giving them a 138. They're going to knock us out. Now they no longer have that charge, and now they can freely go after our Fomantis and not worry about getting knocked out from that grass knot. So, I don't know, but we're going to hit a dodge. So we hit a dodge. Fomantis, we just need you to hang in there. If Fomantis gets knocked out, our Trevenant's going to be a 1 MP, so we won't be able to take the entry point. So we're going to be able to move up again if we get knocked out, but they get the Techno Charge. They're going to move over, block off our Trevenant, and I'm going to get Lurantis up on the side of the board before I go after this Genesect, and I'm just hoping that we can just lock this down, because I've been in these situations before where you feel like you're about to win, but it can still fall apart, guys. So this game is not over. It is definitely not over. And we're going to hit the manipulative, so we are going to be able to send that Excadrill over, and they're not going to be able to wake it up. They're not going to be able to wake it up. So I'm going to move in. We have a surround set up. They're going to go golden module. Now, this is going to turn the Techno Charge into a 100 gold. And because they were already charged up, they're going to get another plus 50. So they're going to be able to beat us by 5 damage. Like, how clutch was that? Insane. And you can see Genesect still spinning around, maybe because it's a grass type, or maybe because it's getting a plus 50 because it's still charged up. And because even though it used the 50, it was on that golden module. So it's still charged up. It didn't count. So you keep your charge up. So something to think about for those of you guys using Genesect. But we take the win. GG to the opponent. So now we're going to be getting into the next matchup, and we're going to be using another new deck build that I put together, something completely different. Let me know in the comments if you guys like my, quote-unquote Haunted Meadow deck with the 3 Rowlet, or if you like the grass deck better with the double Rowlet, Bulu, and the Trevenant. But I kind of like the Haunted Meadow deck. But this is my fire resistant dragon deck. We have the Altaria into the Mega Altaria, be able to bring back banished Pokemon, Ultra Space. Drampa can also do that. We have the Noibat into the Noivern. Drampa and Kyurem, if leveled up properly, are going to be pretty good matchups for Arcanine when they're burnt. Kyurem needs to be leveled up properly. Got to make sure that Fly is smaller than Outrage, so it keeps the Outrage. Same with Drampa. Now, even though I didn't set it up for this video, it needs to be level 10. 8 of the 9 points need to go into the Outrage. Then you can decrease all the miss and push aside by 1. And then that other point, you can put it into the Dragon Pulse, because you want to land the Dragon Pulse when you're burned against Arcanine and shift into the Outrage. It's all about putting in enough to keep Outrage. So 8 of the 9 points is good enough, and then you can put that other point into the Dragon Pulse, unless you want to put it into, Outrage, but I recommend Dragon Pulse. But it's like you have to put 8 of the 9 into the Outrage to be able to keep it if you want to decrease all the miss and everything, and then decrease the push aside by 1. And then we have the Tropical Energy for everything else. Drampa and Kyurem, they don't benefit from Tropical Energy, but they're also going to become the best matchups for Arcanine if they are burned or paralyzed. So, let's kind of analyze the matchup here. Even though we're not going up against a fire deck, it's an ice deck, it was still a pretty good battle. So the opponent is going to get that Blizzard. We're going to hit that Dragon Pulse, which allows us to get the knockout. And since Kyurem was frozen, we're able to tag our Drampa. So we're going to move over. Now they're going to jump in with their other Frostlass. Now we're out of range of that Kyurem. So even if we did get frozen there, we'd be able to tag and not have to worry about the Kyurem. So now we're going to go Meteoric Teachings. And I'm going to go right after this this Alolan Vulpix. But first, I'm going to jump off the entry point. Because if I do get frozen, I don't want to allow that Frostlass to come off the bench and capture us. So we are going to jump over. We do get the knockout. We're 3 steps away from that Kyurem, so they're not going to be able to prevent us from tagging unless they wanted to move over, which they could have. And then they come out and attack at the Destiny Bond, and they get punished. Pretty much they wake us up for free. But then we hit the Dragon Ascent, which, like, my Mega Ray loves to just land white and fly all the time. It's pretty annoying. But my Mega was just about to expire, devolve, so I had no problem with them switching out. Now they're going to come in and attack again. And we're going to get the fly there. So gold would have been cool, but we're going to take that surround. Dragon Sphere is going to allow our rays to just kind of, play leapfrog, jump over top each other. And they're going to press forward with that Frostlass, trying to get a freeze off. Push aside. Definitely going to come in clutch there. And that's what we needed to prevent ourselves from becoming frozen. And that Kyurem would have been able to, prevent us from tagging our Drampa if we did become frozen. So looking for gold here. Looking for gold in the purple. Destiny Bond's going to go off, though. So we're both going to get knocked out, which, frees up their entry point. And we're going to move up with our Noibat. Pretty good matchup for this Frostlass. Now I'm going to move up and attack with this Drampa. Wow. They get a miss. Feels pretty bad. Look at that. 210 damage from that Drampa. Just a monster. So we're going to move up with Noibat. Take that entry point. And Blizzard's going to go off. They are going to freeze us, but we're fine. We're able to play the Tropical Energy and heal ourselves. So now the Alolan Vulpix, I'm looking for blue and purple. Oof! We're going to hit a miss. And it's just like, come on. Like, when you got such a good matchup, even if we would have hit fly there, that would have been game. But no, we hit a miss. And then we hit another miss. So I got so frustrated at this point. I'm just like, come on. I'm like, are you serious? Like, we play pretty well. We set up properly, preventing ourselves from getting captured, from getting frozen and held hostage. We made all pretty much the right plays as far as I'm concerned. And then just RNG's like, no, this match wasn't interesting enough. We need to give you a few misses, let the opponent come back, and then we're just going to, sit there and enjoy the chaos and the salt that you're probably feeling. So we're going to go Mega Rayquaza, and if the game ever loads and we are going to become Mega Ray, we're no longer frozen. I'm going to go after this Alolan Ninetales, because I feel like we have a pretty good odds of getting a knockout and not becoming frozen. And we do get the knockout. So now again, we have a surround set up on this Kyurem. And they're going to backtrack with the Alolan Vulpix again. And I'm like, come on, don't do this to me. We're going to get the fly, which is better than becoming frozen. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to move up with the Altaria. They're going to move over with the Kyurem. I'm going to attack here. And looking to just try to get a knockout. They're going to get the baby doll eyes, which is just a horrible purple. It really is. But our Mega Devolves, they're going to jump back onto the goal, because as far as I'm concerned, we're still, as far as I'm aware, we're still able to go Mega Altaria. So yeah, if they would have moved over with Kyurem and attacked, we could have took the goal. So we're just going to continue to attack here, and Parrish Song is going to go off. And yeah, now we're going to go Mega Altaria. So yeah, we still have the Mega. And now we're going to go for the attack. Kind of hoping to try to get a final song here. If we can get a final song, we can get rid of both of those Pokemon. Hyper Beam's going to go off. We do become frozen. So, I don't know. Like, they can move over, yeah, and attack this Noibat. And this is pretty much their only chance. And we get the Whirlwind. So that is going to be GG. We don't need to take the evolution. And we can just move over and take the goal with the Noibat. So, GG, like, we should have probably won this much sooner, but then we got those misses right in a row, and then, we kind of had to fight our way back. But we're going to be getting into the next matchup. I do enjoy this deck. I think it's a pretty good dragon deck. Dragon-resistant, or fire-resistant dragon deck. So we're back to the quote-unquote Haunted Meadow deck. I wanted you guys to see this matchup, even though we're going up against a lower-ranked player, 2,700. Rank almost 2,800, but they have the Charmeleon all the way into the Charizard. I would imagine we're back to our 3 Rowlet. Now I probably should have went over with X speed, went after that Charmeleon before I gave them the opportunity to X attack, move up and attack, and they do get the knockout. And now they're going to evolve into the Charizard. So I don't know, like, probably a misplay on my part. I could have been fine without setting up more. I could have just went in for the attack on that Charmeleon. So we're going to come out and attack here. And Leafage is going to be plenty of damage. They're going to make us respin. We hit the gold. No problems. We're going to evolve into the Dartrix. And yeah, we have pretty good defense. We have 2 Rowlet. We have the Lurantis. We have our Sceptile or Mega Sceptile. And we're definitely going to go X-Speed here. I love X-Speed on Dartrix. I mean, purple into purple is a likely outcome, but I'm just hoping that that doesn't happen. And we get the double spin. And we get our Decidueye. So, feels pretty good. Like, the whole idea behind this deck, guys, is Rowlet for the speed initially. Also, if you're going up against the Ultra Beast, you know, burn decks, you have those evolutions so you can get rid of the burn every time you knock out one of those Houndour. Then once you're all the way to Decidueye, Decidueye has a pretty good wheel at level 5 when burned or paralyzed up against the Arcanine. So I think this deck is pretty viable. But as you can see, they had the Mega Charizard X. And did you just see that? That backdraft sends adjacent Pokemon to the PC as well. We get excluded. I have to go Mega Sceptile. I gotta back up here. I gotta back up. Oh no! They're gonna get multiple spins. Look at this. 446 damage up against my measly 120. Mega Sceptile just gets smacked, excluded from the duel. Like, what am I supposed to do in this situation? Rowlet gets excluded from the duel, and that's game. So I'm just going to come out and attack, see if we can get the Grass Knot, and, you know, it would have been enough. Like, they did enough damage. But I just wanted you guys to see this. You know, look at this. 27, not even a 2800 ranked player, just steamrolls with a Mega Charizard X. But if you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed seeing these decks showcased, definitely drop a like on the video. Let me know which deck you like the best. And if you guys are new, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're always notified when I upload. Ring those bells, and you can follow me on Twitter at KW175 for bonus content and further discussions. And until the next one, later guys.